We Connect the Dots is a program that teaches science, technology, math, and art. That's what I thought it was about when I first walked into the building. I thought I was just going to learn coding and programming. Although that was a part of what I learned a lot more than just that. But first, let me start from the beginning. When I first walked into the Microsoft building, I thought that it was the store, because I haven't been to the Microsoft store in New York City yet. As soon as I walked in, I was greeted by a few lovely people that are very open and friendly. I was one of the few earlier people to first come in, so they were still getting set up. They told me that I'd get my lanyard a little while later. Once I got my lanyard, I was really excited to meet everyone that joined the program. I was a little tired too because I got up early in the morning. When more people came in, I saw a lot of new faces and a few familiar faces that I knew from school. I then noticed that we were being split up into groups. My group was Team 4. When we got into our groups, the mentors handed us some laptops. Laptops were supposed to be used for activities that we were doing in the program. A lot of people preferred Mac computers though, but me personally liked the Microsoft computers. This laptop was a Surface and could detach from the keyboard, and it can be used as a tablet. It's really cool. After the mentors handed us the laptops, we were given an assignment. The assignment was to create a mind map. A mind map is something you draw to describe yourself in words and in pictures. It encourages you to think creatively. On my mind map, I associated the things I wrote with pictures. I think this is a great idea because it encourages you to express yourself. The next day we were given a task. That task was to create the tallest tower using straws, tape, paper clips, and fun tag. The groups were given 10 minutes to discuss their idea on how to structure the tower so it won't fall and still be tall. Our idea was to create a triangular prism type tower. Unfortunately, during the last few seconds of completion, our tower fell due to weight and we didn't win. After the tower composition, we had to build a PC. We chose a case and we got to work. We were given instructions on what to do, but some of the screws we were given didn't fit, so we had to replace them. Also, there were a lot of hard to reach places, so it was pretty difficult. Luckily, we completed the PC, and now it'll be easier to do so in the future. The next day, we were given a project to do. We had to choose a theme and create a website, an app, or video presentation. And we needed to program a robot. So first, we had to think of a theme. So we were split up to work in individual rooms. Then we started brainstorming ideas on what we care about, because if you care about your theme, you will be more passionate and will want to work on this project. Next day, we went to the Microsoft store. At this store, they had a lot of equipment. They had Xboxes and computers and even a driving setup. It was really cool, and we got to play a lot of cool games and see a lot of new things. After that, we went to Times Square to take a group photo on the stairs. It was really fun, and I would recommend going there again. Next week, we were planning our theme. We decided that it would be robots picking up trash off of the streets and getting rid of it without polluting anything. So we started coming up with ideas on how it does that. We named the robot GAR. GAR stands for Garbage Allocating Robot. We then created an agenda for what we needed to do that day. Next day, we worked on giving jobs to different people on our team. These people are responsible for their own job, and when they're finished, we can put it all together. This creates a system and makes sure that we are done by our deadline. I was in charge of programming the robot. That was one of the hardest but most awesome fun jobs. Once you figure out how to control the robot, it becomes fun because you are creating something. One requirement for the project is making the robot stand up from being face down. This is fun because you get to be a model for how the robot is supposed to stand up. For the project, we had to interview people. We created questions based on our theme and asked a few people our questions to get a general view on who doesn't like garbage laying on the streets and if they're willing to go fix this problem. It was really fun because you are creating a real interview and are learning more about how you have conversations with people you don't know a lot about. We also got some disagreements with our group members, but we got it sorted out and we had a few laughs here and there. He was voted out on a name for a robot. We came to a better one, and it was really funny on how he handled the disagreement. The next day we were learning active listening. Active listening is listening to what people have to say without interrupting. This builds confidence because we had to speak to people we didn't know about a problem that was getting distracted without getting distracted. It was really awkward and not comfortable. We Connect the Dots is not a school where you learn all the time. We also celebrate birthdays and get time to relax. We start to use less of your left side of your brain and start using your right. Some of the helpers were from Australia, so we celebrated birthdays Australian style and it was extremely fun. This program has created friendships with other people. It's created love between one another, and it's about caring for one another. It gives us courage and strength. It gives us the tools we need to survive. It teaches us about learning on our own, and it cares for us. We shouldn't do this just for the prize at the end. The real prize is learning all of the basics to find a job and be successful. The prize is just an added bonus. It's all about the journey, not the destination. So even if you don't win the prize, you win the gift of experience. We Connect the Dots wants you to fail because you grow from failure. You learn from failure. If you win all the time, you won't learn anything. When you lose, you learn a lot more and you come back better than ever. So We Connect the Dots makes it difficult on purpose, so it makes sure you learn. When I first joined We Connect the Dots, I thought I was just going to learn coding. But now, after this program, I realized that it taught me to never give up, be confident, be creative, overcome challenges, don't focus on the prize, and to engage in conversations with people you don't know. We Connect the Dots teaches you everything you need to know to survive.